Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I made a little error mistake. It's actually February the 1st. I was thinking today was the last of the month of January. January's in the books. This is February the 1st on a Friday. Beautiful day, cold but lovely weather. Today we're talking about choosing your next read and selection tag. The books that I think will be good to read for this year 2019, which you've seen on my just recent video a little while ago, The Real Good Thing. It is a hardback cover book. I like the way it looks, the size, the texture, the binding, even the color. This is like one of my colors. It's about relationships, love, life, from a wedding reporter's basically point of view. This is her notebook on the things she's experienced, and so far it's so good. I've only read a few pages in it. I was on the part, got past the dating section of it. So far it's good. If you want a copy, if you got your local where you live, a Dollar Tree store, they have it, go buy it. It's $1. That's a good one. And also, the book by Nicholas Sparks is called See Me. Let me try to get that for you in just a second here. I'm going to have to sit my laptop down, so if you just bear with me a minute. Let's sit this down a second. I keep a lot of my books that fit in here. It's my Ed Hardley pocketbook, but a lot of my journals and books and things, I keep it in here. There's only a few that I just recently bought. One was for a gift. This is for my birthday, for my sister-in-law. It's by Nicholas Sparks. The novel's called See Me. It's the #1 New York Times bestseller. It's a paperback. I love the picture of it, the texture. The title really popped out. The title says a lot about a book. I haven't started it yet. It was a gift to me. A Christmas gift, I think it was to me. Let's see if I marked it. Usually I'll mark it in the book. Yeah, it was a Christmas gift from December 22nd of 2018. This Christmas past. So that's a good book to start reading of 2019. Again, the author is Nicholas Sparks. Another book that I find exciting, and it's another hardcover book. I like soft cover books and I like hardcover books. It's according to the way it looks, how the title speaks out. It's got a lot to do with how thick the book is and that kind of thing. How thick it is. It's called The Coloring Book. Someone did the art graphs to this and done a great job. I love the art. The Coloring Book is by Colin Quinn. It's a comedian that solves race relations in America, certain things about race issues. So far, good, but it gets kind of confusing. You have to really take your time, maybe a couple times, go back and read it once or twice. But I find this is a good book selection to read for this year, The Coloring Book, and by Nicholas Sparks, See Me, and The Real Thing. This is the one I'm still reading now. I done a video just maybe an hour ago on reading a story. Usually on Fridays, I'll pick out a certain book and read a little chapter or two or something like that in a story, and we have discussions about it. This video's picking out a selection of the good book to read of this year. And I listed 3 so far, so if that's a big help, I know you get this from the Dollar Tree. I also got this book from the Dollar Tree, the color book. Either one of those two, the first one and this one, you can get. I advise you to buy it, and you can make time, read. Okay? And this one was a gift, but you can also order Nicholas Sparks off of eBay, Amazon. You can check out Kindle and see, but I know you can order it from Amazon. The actual price of this book, let's see if it's got it in here. I think it's got it covered. Wait a minute, no. Is $7.99 in the US, $10.49 in Canada. So might as well say $8. But I got it as a gift, so I didn't have to pay anything. It was a gift to me. I love all his books. I used to have a bit of them, but the process of moving and through exes of other exes, they got gone and messed up and gone forever, ruined. So I hope so far that was a nice selection of the books to choose to read. Some of the questions that people will want to know asks me, do I like auto, softcover, or hardcover books? I actually like all the above. I like to listen auto because on my MacBook it's sort of like auto. It's the edit recorder. It's a woman. She reads my book or my blog or whatever back to me. And sometimes if I just read it to myself and I don't understand it, can't figure out how to correct it, I'll go do it on the edit audio through my computer. And it reads it back and I can correct some of my mistakes and errors that way. So to answer number one, I like with the hard book and the soft cover, it depends. How thick the book is, the title pops out at me. If I like how it's made, the artistic work on it, some of them's got artwork, some of them is just the author's picture. It's got to speak out to me. Number two, do you like series or standalone books? I prefer standalone because with the series, it's pretty much books back to back, and I might come across one I don't like. Standalone, I can choose and pick my own selection. If I don't like it, I can just go to another book. So I prefer standalone. I never wrote series. Most of my books has been chapters or just writing it. Number three, how often does it take me to read a book? If it's really good, and especially like Nicholas Sparks, this book right here will probably take me no more than 2 days. If I don't get no interruptions, other projects or things getting away, about 2 days. This book here, I've had over a month, and I haven't completed yet, so it might take me a couple months. But more as I get into it and read it, it'll probably take me 2 days. The fourth question: what do I use? What do I use to mark my place in my book if I'm on a certain chapter and I couldn't complete it and it got interrupted? What do I do to mark my place? I use bookmarks. I use receipts. I'll take a piece of cardboard off a package and make a bookmark out of it and stick it in to where my page is, that kind of thing. And five, do I take notes? Like, do I write notes in my book? I usually write it here on my eraser board, or I write it in my journal, or if it's not one of my favorite book, I'll find a blank page to the back somewhere and I might jot down a few notes. If it's something quick and I don't have my journal or something right there, or my eraser board handy, I'll find a place if it ain't my favorite book or book I'm not really interested in, and I'll jot a few notes time to time. Sometimes I'll highlight it with a highlighter, a marker, that kind of thing. If books are really boring to me, I'm not going to read them. I'm going to put it down. It's going to be in that no to read pile. If I really like it, I'm going to read it till I get pretty much close to the end of it. I've done read The Notebook. I've done read Message in a Bottle. Both of these are by Nicholas Sparks. I read A Walk to Remember, also on the movie. On the movie of the Message in a Bottle, The Notebook, I own all the movies to them. Through 3 weeks with my brother, I used to have that book. I've read it. I've read a bunch of his books. True Believer, The Lucky One, that's some more to name. Safe Haven, I had that. I think I still do. I'm not sure. I got a few of his. I got Message in a Bottle, The Notebook, A Walk to Remember, See Me, and 2 by 2. That's the one I showed you in one of my other videos by Nicholas Sparks. That's also a good book to read. Before this come out, get 2 by 2. And I think this come out afterwards. See Me. So that's just a few selections. That lets you know that Nicholas Sparks is one of my favorite authors. So yeah, I read a lot of his books. The True Believer was kind of confusing to me when I first started reading it, but I really did get into it. All the books I pick out, I have a certain way that if it speaks to me, the colors, the artifact, the arts in the book, and the title, that title don't speak out, I'm not going to buy the book. Sometimes I read other authors on Kindle. I don't really buy the books. I just read the free ones, the samples. And if I like the sample, I like the way the picture looks, I like how the title looks, I might take a chance on ordering it for another site, say from eBay. I love eBay. eBay, you can get deals, you get free shippings, and that's a good money saver to me. I enjoy doing my video vlogs. I'm getting more confident and much better with it. I hope you all like this vlog video. If you like it so far, give me the thumbs up. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. If you feel confident in me, you've seen a lot other of my videos, feel free to subscribe my channel. But that's about all the questions I have that normal people, if I was being interviewed, would ask me. So you get some of these questions asked when you go through book signing. Never been through a book signing. I've only got my first book rough drafted ever. Still doing some cleaning up on it. Got a lot of mistakes in it. I might even shorten the chapters. I have 50 chapters total. So I'm trying to figure out how many chapters it's going to be and how many pages equals up to 50 chapters. I have to go and count all my word count, which I haven't did all that yet. There's a lot of word counts in there. It might be thick. I don't know. If you're a first-time author and someone's reading your work, I don't think they want to read a gigantic, thick book. You want to start out short. So I might need to go back and shorten my chapters. It's a very good book. I don't want to spoil it and tell you. I just want to complete it, get it finished rough draft, editing, finalize, final mode. Affordable publisher, and go from there. So, yeah, those were the books that I listed and showed, show and tell, what a good selection to read of 2019. Some people are into witches, the crafts, the monsters. I'm into romance, mystery, like Nancy Drew type deal books, and all of Nicholas Sparks. They're so loving and warms. A lot of them are teary-eyed, sad, felt with emotion. But Nicholas Sparks is one of my favorite authors of all time. Other poets, Walt Whitman, Emily Dickinson, John Keats. Y'all need to look them up, research them, and read about them. They're awesome writers. They're awesome. Well, I hope you all like this video. This is the last one for Friday. I done 2 today. Feel free to check them both out, comment on both of them, or any of my videos. Any questions, any feedback, I would love to hear from you. Thank you all, and have a great Friday. God bless. Bye now.